Hello everyone. Hello everyone. It is me. Um I am going to say today is Monday, November 8th, 2021. And I thank you guys so much for coming on, liking, subscribing, sharing, all of that. Today I'm going to talk a little bit of I stepped out on a huge thing, and it 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 was phenomenal. Like, so the huge thing was faith. I went and remember I told you guys I'm going to ask God if this is what he wants me to do, to start going and doing things on the Instagram side of of social media. And I recorded a video today, and it was awesome for me to be able to be vulnerable there. My truth is being vulnerable. My truth is using what I have, using, myself, my trueness. And we had a wonderful time. I thank God that I create a space for myself and others to feel that we can be ourselves. I thank God for him just revealing himself to me more and more, to let me know that you are who you are because of me, and you are who I know you to be because of who I have made you to be. And I share this with you guys because where we are thinking that we lack an issue and we don't have everything, because I'm going to be truthful. My insecurities were I don't have enough education. I've done all of these things in my past. I don't have a clean, sparky life. I'm going through all kinds of things and everything. And God is telling us to use what we have, to use what we think we are lacking, and it's a launch for us to use. Whereas though, okay, God, I don't see what you're doing. We're not meant to see it. It's exactly why he has cleared and blind our vision in ways. So he has cleared it from, okay, you can get through this and everything. You can get through and over your past. However, I don't want you to fully get over it, because I am using what you done been through for you to go out and touch someone else through me, so they can see me in you. So stepping out today and doing that was a big leap, a leap of faith. You talking about, it wasn't even a leap, it was a full-fledged, like I said there, it was, man, I got spit out and hit the ground running. Got spit out the well and hit the ground running. And that's a leap of, like, I'm going to trust you in this. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what this is, but Lord, I have a calmness with it all, a stillness with it all. And I've never felt like this. To just be, God amazes me all the time. I I am in awe. Like, man, just that of the journaling process for me is different. I would honestly say you guys see a different side of the vulnerability, because I guess I was here on this side first. And I wouldn't even say a side. There's no sides of me. This is all of me. The only difference is on the platforms of this is like a journaling process where you can't ask a question, where you can't get a response back to me right away. That's the only difference. But this is still a journaling process, just like that side is too. But I wanted to start the format, like I explained here before, a journaling, a live journaling access where people can ask questions that's on their mind, how they can get through something. How were you able to find growth? How were you able to connect with God? The questions that we don't want to ask because we already think we may have the answers, or oh, they can't really answer it because they're not going to answer it how, in truth. They're not going to do that. And I'm finding out that a lot of it is us. We are not asking the answers. And it started, like I said, it started where we have to really write in our journals and write these questions out and ask them to God. And be okay and willing to for the answers. Be willing to hear the answers. And that conviction is something. When God convicts me, I know He loves me. I know He loves me. Because He's convicting me for His good. He needs me to see the value of what He knows is in me. I was explaining out of just all of the wrongs that I have done with she's like my sister. And I was just telling her, thank God that He revealed some things to me and a lot of me to me so I can deal with the issues. So I can deal with the insecurities. So God can say, okay, now that you have dealt with these and you are willing to deal with these, now I'm going to give you this because now you have shown that you are willing. It's a will thing. Like today's topic over there was confidence. And I don't know where the book is, but I have it here. I'm sorry, I apologize. But that confidence of, what do you think is hindering your confidence? This was one of the questions I put. And I would say for myself, self-will. Because in confidence, one, in God, He gives us self-will for us to actually, be in obedience. He gives us full range of like, do you trust me or do you not? And self-will for me was something where I was lacking confidence in, because it was like, man, are you, let me find exactly where I wrote it, because I want to answer it exactly how I put it in. Okay, so this is what I put. What are some of the things that will hinder you from confidence? And I put free will, like I just explained to you, because it's the mind that have us speaking to ourselves and reminding us that there's doubt, there's fear, there's insecurity. So I have to speak and plead the blood over the fear, because fear and faith can't be together. They just can't. They don't mush. They don't go together. So you have to be mindful of that. You cannot have fear and faith together. One of them got to go. And wouldn't you rather it be faith? Wouldn't you rather it be trust? Wouldn't you rather it be living abundantly? And abundantly is more than what you think could be. Finances, abundantly is having God's Spirit truly through you, that even like I said, for this period, I don't know where this came from, but I know it's His Spirit living in me for me to come on here to speak Him out to you, that this is Him speaking. I don't know where this comes from. Only I can tell you this, I'm glad it's not me. This confidence is Him. So it is a free will. Are you going to know that you have the confidence that I put in you? Because our Father, He doesn't lack nothing. God has a lot of confidence in Him. He is confidence. He is. God is not fearful. He doesn't walk around here timid. And I don't know. He's all knowing. He knows it all. So if we are made in his image, then why do we walk around here so timid and so scared? Where's the trust? So we have to start going on his word. You guys already know that I tell you I have a New Living Translation Bible, and in the back of it, it has so anything you want to know, confidence, and it's that's jumping over subject, but anyway, I end up turning into it, and I already had picked the topic, but I turned to it and read it, and God truly was in it, because man, I needed that confidence to know. Well, I needed that reassurance that, okay, you have really picked this topic, because I picked the topic, but God spoke out of me for it. I'm so grateful that God has been telling me to use what you have. You don't lack. Use everything that you have. And the best way for me to use it is because I done been through it. I lived it. So I don't have to worry about asking anybody a story about it. I can't ask anybody about my story. It's my story. I know it. And he's been revealing more and more to me, because there's things that I covered up and masked over the years that I wasn't trying to deal with. Or probably I would say a lot of it I didn't even know I had put down deep down in me, that I did a good job of masking it. I did a good job of hiding it, that I hid it from myself, that when God started revealing it to me, he gave me strength to deal with it as things have been coming up. It's in the dealing of where we are really in full submission for God to reveal things to us. And be okay with it. Because not only will he show you that this is what you need to deal with, he's going to guide you through the process of it. He's going to send the help your way for you to deal with the issue. Just be open for it. Just be open for it. Healing is okay, let me read the note. Please don't get confused, betrayal confused with healing. Please don't get betrayal confused with healing. You'll be feeling like it's a betrayal, when actually God is not betraying you or any of that. He's actually showing you where you can heal from this. So you went through that. But now this is the steps of how you're going to heal. God does not punish us. Like I said already, he does not punish us. When those lashes come, it is not to condemn us. It is for the conviction of, okay, please hear my correction. So I am beating this truth out of you. I am beating the sin out of you, because you didn't let sin take so much of your life and take root so much of your life, that I got to get it off of you. So the cleansing and the conviction, it comes with us dealing with them issues that we didn't hit. And there's some truth in it. We have to deal with it. We have to. Trust me, it's going to be better. It's going to be for his greater good. And he is not going to leave you out there by yourself to deal with it. He is not going to reveal something that you need to work on and just say, here you go. Now deal with it. No, he's going to give you all the tools you need to deal with the issue. The issues. He will not leave you out there stranded. That's not in him. Be willing to go through it. It's going to actually be a phenomenal thing. Healing hurts. It does. But doesn't growth hurt? Doesn't growth hurt? But you are growing. My pastor just preached on it yesterday. Wow. Amazing. Grow up. Be okay with hearing things. If it makes you uncomfortable, deal with it, correct the issue, and correct your behavior and how you handle it. Because you could be walking around one way thinking that, well, why is this happening? They don't like me. They don't understand me. They don't grasp me. And they're not even thinking it. They have already have moved on, or how you think is not how someone else thinks. And that's God telling us that you are over here overthinking. You are overthinking an issue that you don't even need to be overthinking. I want to deal with it and learn from it and keep it where it's like, okay, I see this coming, because I had an issue. I'm going to speak for myself. I had an issue where, the enemy was trying to play with me about just my life and what's going on. Like, you can't be of any use. And I started, like, I can't. My past and all of this and blah, blah, blah. And da, da, da. I lived a life. And now I know the life that I lived. I lived in it. Well, actually, I wouldn't even say I lived it. I exist in it. But I am dealing with it, which is helping me to live with the dealing in it. I am actually dealing with everything that I've been through and is going through. So I know how to see it. That's discernment, to see that lifestyle for what it is, to see that thinking for what it is, to see how to come up out of it, how to not go back into it, how to actually just keep on moving through it. Because it's through the through. We got to go through the through. And that through is rough. It's rough terrain sometimes. It's not all popcorn, bubblegum, and candy. Sometimes it's actually like you swallowing nails. But I thank God, because through it all, I'm comfort. Through it all, I have peace. Through it all, I'm gaining knowledge and wisdom. Through it all, more importantly, I have His love. Isn't that what parents do? They discipline you for a reason, so you can learn from the behaviors. So He's not leaving you out there by yourself. He's not leaving you in this mess for you to deal with it by yourself. He is actually going to have it for His greater good. Someone is out there watching what you're going through and what you've been through and where God is taking you. And how about this? They're going to see it well before you do. They're going to see it before you do. Because we can't always necessarily see what we're going through, because we so focused on that point of crossing through, and like how it was for me. You don't know what I've done, and all of that stuff. Okay, well, I didn't been through it, so I am using all of it. I'm using all of my beat down, dirty, nasty stuff for God. I'm working with what I have, because it's true. I don't want to, I don't want the claptrap. That claptrap will have you thinking you're doing so much. No. It's not about me. I will get on here and probably say the same thing over and over and over again. And I'm okay with that. Because as long as it's a true thing, then I'm fine with speaking the truth. Speaking the truth. What is your truth? Are you willing to really go through the truth? Like I put forth in my I have it somewhere in my book. Is it this book or this book? It's this book. What questions am I asking and answering? What questions are you asking and answering? Write them down. Ask God. He will answer you. He's going to have you answer them for yourself. How you could have handled better things in your life. How you could have, did things differently. How you could have relied more in him. How you could have utilized him and trust him more. That was all answers for me. But I love that I didn't get but I told you. It's you know now. Now, what are you going to do going forth? So I'll say it to you, but you know now. So now what are you going to do going forth? Will you trust him? Will you give him the will? Literally, like they said, Jesus, take the will. Put your will down and let him take it. Don't go back for it. Like I said, here in Philly, we have a, a, a major, like what they consist as a highway. It's called Roosevelt Boulevard. I'd rather stay on the tightrope with Jesus and him being in every direction for me than to walk a broad Roosevelt Boulevard where it's always a hit and run, a crash. So God, I'm going to let you take the wheel and I'm going to just keep on moving with you. It's a great thing to not only trust God, but for him to trust you back with yourself. Where he can say, I am giving you all of this. I need you to move and operate like this. And I trust you with what needs to be done. Mm-hmm. You guys have a good one. I love you. Make sure you are loving yourself. And I will be back on with you guys tomorrow. Bye now.